Ja. Che foto.
Nel video, vamos a ver televisão. Eu fui na televisão. Minha avó eu vou para cada uma cada nome. Foi grande. Mãe.
King Jamao Pinaho Dino Kino Kijanten Biman lo song nelle putum treni di Kijanten lo song numero perché bur bisiba
Ado misieng ado mburane. Anggu mana nih kini?
Kau ni kena mungan nama Angleterre.
Timon saya, oh, umur bin Angleterre anggu. Agi dah umur Amerika. Kanda awak tu na umur bin Angleterre. Umur umisa.
Jari akhiran nambur. Kanir indigeno bangun. Kangen kena nambur.
Steve.
Muka profesor.
Nej, professor, oui. Mentinako.
Mentinako.
Ninga tu profesor.
Oui.
Umaja deh.
Buru walau maji selemba gane keji selemba. Ma inara.
Lydia.
Umur nak kuningan.
Pizza umuna.
Lydia mora. Mora bidabi. Awa. Essa minha gajana. Oh, abu sekken jide na ka jimura kan. Para tune novel. Mai du ko ngabe so. Oh, nyas mi libre jakka mo denno.
Bugira buro benno yo.
Gilara mburo gugu figi ti wona naka.
Bugira buro benno gila par mace mura de.
Aku sungguh.
Mani wala. Aposo na ba anono.
Ana kapanta nono. Ina ko ngala mere me Dakar. Uti no mo na kale kol minyona.
Hande bo fege honde sa. Pika ni no ko fane buru do gelare.
Udu ko Dakar ga ngene do mo na kala sa minyona.
Ci wani sun kudo habon kudo wa sabani. Pajiri tara do si sa bang me pajiri. Bude
ke na. Ko la mere mo be huma Dakar.
Buru ga panyo wiki na ko me te buru budu ko. E ci to ko ba onore ne kunere. Ko be budu ko ni bo hoba.
Si mo pajiro.
Ik ga nu eigenlijk zeggen, je pujine. Over in die fama ne.
Inde do ko bang.
Fira.
Nga challe ofu. Challe fi da kan ko mo ya. Dokulo.
Ko fu no jenni.
Challe dokulo.
Ni sumuro woni. Angusa ni valente ngen ko. Ikanana. Challe.
Dai challe mo jire dolore.
Ke bambira.
Challe.
Gara ma mo ne kume dolore.
Anta mo ne mbiri fanga ji.
Challe.
Si fanga ji me si ba baru mugin. Parce que ajimbe na ni
kan.
Jengan gi ma mo no fikari ke tuba to tuba ngare ba. Umudi be.
Ade ke de ke ta jogo.
Naka ko to tuba no ko la ba jakari.
Nyara ho nyamani ni gari ki.
Challe. Dokulo.
Da baba ina di ko mun.
Ngamo mo la kana nganga.
Oh, tawe kan dokulo. Sefe wono ngin. Yala. Sefe wono be.
Asa woni paisa.
Bera gani kini.
Anden. Kafangana iblisa.
Oh. Me firandi.
Possiamo? Hey. Hey.
Mais maintenant c'est la nôtre.
Ouais. C'est pour vous. Tiens.
Ana.
ma bedene esti. Mon. Lydia, Cotina, de Uma be David.
Iyo.
Oh, kunungang wengi binta demme.
Iyo.
O gukani na hinkinem gangale agubaru lekol. Basuma.
Basuma are neng agellene.
Amini
Agellene.
Iya. Iya.
Aku me.
Ay, kong gede. Iya, aran kena gileni.
Oh. Are
Iya.
neng agellene doko.
Iya, inda kom. Fi baba jago de.
Pi ba maja.
Ya.
Bosmo.
Basimo nang
Jera
kong.
Jera hoy.
Jera imena. Imena. Lydia adek direk.
Awa.
Lydia adek direk. Kan umo bi David.
Mo birabi.
Mane.
Bosmo.
Basimo bane.
Famo de.
Fam.
Famo.
Dine ngam kilang ingena kan. Biri man fe furmine nan kan.
Oh.
Ejiden kanta jaham.
Ngai koko boku.
Ya. Ya, basimo.
Bosmo bare.
Umo kawala ah. Ajingen.
Kureto hepira. Ana kala ngata.
Ajingen.
Eseta jahane. Ki mina koi. Umma bi mi kuku koko maga do ne mo ke muri bu fu kumu. Ki mina.
Udah.
Ajila.
Umur gue nemora.
Lidia. Kuru babu sa di gilo jamango. Kana ana
Fi bine.
eseti.
Kijeli injarakins.
Kujeli ni jara.
Kijeli injarakins.
Umur gue nekana.
Kan lenta. Anke pada tengah.
Potong, iya.
Aji kaka jeli ni jara kana jengu ni. Imi ko jilo ni.
Moiba.
Na.
Bosmo.
Kamu isi.
Yoli ni lihat lagi deh.
Basimo bane.
Dan kudik bamu jatah.
Aji. Angala kere.
Angleterre.
Namu monge.
Oui. Basimo. Basimo bane. Umo buhuro. Busigeno. Babu Julia.
Babu Julia.
Ya.
Ya kana ninkinano minyide.
Ini.
Ninkina eji. Ko hungan parcel gugu yengini.
Ano namero?
Parcel.
Amora keli raf.
Fede kimine daka.
Basiru made.
Jamang ko nyamo asume sudde. Lenta ferong ne wol. Inunga hanaya aferno ingi jaraku malaini ingi jaraku uselairi. Lenta ni dina lugo. Lugo hone dede. Te indi Angleterre. Dino galubi asib.
Papare.
Lenta homur nip. Kan bulenta nomora asume. Angu awato no po bohum ingi mungkum ingi Lydia anggu kaduaron dua journey ki arin yang kenan agilen japa tanda hakang memai kenapa ikina ki ne dan na purbu bahung kecor anak bahon nei kontan dede yeken pitu ba ira manam baru hakane abuna ini ninkinan nika mena kawasenkum kan letaro eno anganga gur hotir ango inyan sai imukna kana memo ni ramu raman dede
Mona ni ramu ronya.
Merci.
Abaraka.
Merci. Ibuto je merci susu.
Abaraka busumo. Majari. Nakara kaya formation nakara state khaswala. Kakare kiri buje bire asaja.
Abaraka. Karang aline kene ba senega pujiri kana asibe siba hadeka dunya ka ngan ikereng jamang mansaja hane dilo man ngan man kana hane formation no.
Ina kana kidai kare ka saji mi jamang petano.
Yo.
Gala petano kizuru nano.
Ai ji buno.
Nano ngela petano.
yaya akawan gede. Jamango jup kan dekin bi yaya kaya nehin gulo kuno. Dukong ang kubul jame jenkinin agbaru hujunu bonkinin. Kandom kalau pomer agbaru umasang oniman muro anggu kifakilire libro gulo kudino. Anggu ensa akombukom buhuihu indigeno kankok ma pahon kine hine jamango aputri put. Inini masaya hudino ngensinde ne nyambalo. Oke fabuha penangana jameju murat kapunyi jameju hinem kakanki urago fongumur alubla. Oke fabuha penakan. Mango umur paguhangan ni aja meji kapunyi jameju. Ang ubangan ti aja menwa ahilin kayej umaringine ubuku dino gumarakan.
Una faena family.
He's saying that
We're
we're really useful to the people here.
Home in the village, and we're going to give the children some clothes. Already we've given one little boy a shirt, but I think he has gone with it. So now we're going to find something else. And who else? What else?
I said nothing more.
That's just for him. Is it better for that one? Yeah.
Maiba, na. Hodo nene kumuka
Kandu je udah keren nak damu tu persen aku ini.
Kusiba.
Kusiba. Kita nak uli ne oh je mi deki kan konse. So persen aku gak ui foidi. Dan jadi kini sodi naka. Kita kena kingudu kodi puti.
Ina foto dai kita. Ada ni man telang ai.
Boleh deki dah ni. Jaju. Hape tu lokire kengoli ni deki no. Sodi. Jadi nyara ko fi mebe ga bollay. Hani ben me fu mo le. Hani ben me bitu hani ben me fu mo ne fu jahare me mo ile bi da me sodi. Anda jahare me. Anda jahare me.
Awa. Iya. Besumo. Iya. Besumo. Kandi. Fejiri.
Ilabak.
Ada masih daka.
Ada kan daka.
Lai. Gam.
Kina agibidu. Ala ku foku la lo fa kan. Awa.
Bila benga.
Mikirnya nggilan, Steve. Silakan jangan tidak.
Ino.
Oh, ini dah Islam.
Si pamplemousse.
Ikan di sini nak.
Ah?
Ikan di sini.
Kata Kada hai bugare pergi ke. Biar. sino mana mahu ni. Bagi dah jadi. Bagi dah jadi. Kacumai. Injai nu kau kerja.
Aku baik.
Kalau gujon dong, oke karena jangan. Osman, udah nade.
Kan de berangam frontine. Taking on and taking fam. Kan da amini min. Prima fellow bene. Angu grupo firam en firam. Angu libro glo kudino horanga igine. Aninti kui blissa ingi paguhunga. Berangam frontine. Libro glo kudino igej. Yahu gambi tu. Dia loki. Kan loki ren. Ibarang kanya meline. Angudino afangi iblis haji mara aikine tikmine mine. Aworen intua akulo. Awoto nomer aikine masaya amanduk bane. Masaya hudino. And the jandin wato nomer ihawa imereng bareng anguerne adunyang bukuning kema awoto ni bigokonom tilira. Anggu imalam dede bigokonom. Dede. Bo bigoko ade katili. Anggu tening kemine awotongo anangana hotir kanda ipupujul mara ifangana hen fangana. Fangana hen fangana. Mara ifil.
Mita ji machine oge kilinge.
They have a special machine to do it. They won't get so.
This little baby is only 3 days old. This is the youngest African baby we've seen. Isn't she sweet?
Aji, mewon. Ini.
Para si ulane kini.
One of the traditions in the Casamance is if somebody has twins, they're allowed to go from house to house asking for food, and it's the custom there to give it to them. You'll see one baby on this child's back and the other on the mother's back. Preparing a meal there is very, very time consuming. This woman is pounding her rice. And pounding sometimes is done by 2 or 3 people. There, and that depends on the distance. After the translation work has taken place, then it's Steve's job to go out and teach. While I was there, he was just coming to the end of the Old Testament and was just about to start on the New Testament. The system they use is chronological. They start with the Old Testament, explaining all the stories there, the sacrifices that were made, so that when it comes to the New Testament, they're able to understand it.
Aikine, dinogakana kan bando aikine. Musa ngandan abukoku kene, kanda anangan arjana, anangan ini lire hene.
And if you were in the way, they stung. These are some of the jumpers that we took out as gifts from the church. And here Steve's given a few of them to the people. And here she is in their hospital. This is a hospital ward. She's actually being made better by the bone doctor. He gives medicine which is said is so strong that if your bones are not broken before you go, a little while afterwards your bones will be broken. So you have to go for a ceremonial washing. And this is the bone doctor. The day is spent celebrating and dancing, and then at the end of the day the boys are sent into the sacred forest, and there they're taught the traditions of the village. These guns are made of old steering columns, and like all instruments the drums need to be tuned, and the skins are tightened by putting them in front of a hot fire. The dance master makes sure that boys can dance properly, and if they don't, they're given a good belt with the stick. The boys that have been initiated are the ones with the grass skirts on. It has been known at the end of the week for some of the boys not to come back. If you look carefully, you'll see some people with green berets on. These are terrorists that have come from the forest into the village for the celebration. You'll also see that some of the men are holding sticks. These sticks have been painted like snakes. And the women are taught that if they dare touch one of these sticks, which are sacred sticks, then they could die. Or in fact they're told they will die. These celebrations are noisy and very dusty. Another celebration I went to was the naming of a baby. This is called a baptism. So you can see the trouble it actually gives people who are translating the Bible, because what other word do you use for baptism when this has a entirely different meaning? The children always enjoy looking at Lydia. The ladies take it in turn to dance, baby or no baby. Another tradition over there is that a woman won't get married until she's proved fertile. So most young girls of 15, 16 get pregnant, and then they're able to get married to somebody. The children are sometimes given back to the parents or the grandparents because the new husband doesn't really want the child of another man.
Ni camera bambera.
Babelan kanjumbe.
Oh.
Utak utak. Badegalero.
Anna henna.
Anna henna. Lady over there is carrying a palm nut on her head. They make sauce out of.
Basumo bare basumo.
Kango.
Nyende kamo. Iyo.
Adeki lekba. Abu peku nanka. Iki fotongo nanka.
Ayo.
Iki amango atuzimo.
Iyo. Basumo bare basumo. Voilà. Iyo.
Horango ngene.
Gota kuma babu joni ku jakotango babu joni ku digo. Iyo.
Basumo.
Basumo. Basumo, kabo?
Basumo.
Basumo. Dalo nguchule.
Amini min hatir.
Meka ule kidi shisho.
Degen. Rekedek degen.
Iyo.
Ingun min degen.
Man degen nguchule. Iyo.
This man sitting here is just went blind recently. There's a lot of eye problems in the village. They're keeping guard over it with a big stick to keep the chickens and the goats and the sheep away from it.
Yes. You hear some pounding noises first thing in the morning.
They're pounding that rice, yes. Maybe we'll find somebody pounding.
Yes. That's good. Will this be another family living here, Steve? In these
Yes, yeah.
houses, this group?
Is Nanka Nyang Kolingo?
Nyang Kolingo.
Nanka
Nyang Kolingo bare bunina.
Koli family. Nanka Nipkanda Vengen Kabo.
Umanduk. Burama Kabo.
All the people here are one very large family. Pasimo. Isi pasimo.
Iya.
Inalanjango. Yeah, simo. He just wanted to give us an orange, but I said it's okay. You go ahead and eat them. They're very giving people. They'll often give us oranges and different things like that.
You're also quite a passive people?
Yes, quite passive.
You don't hear much in the way of theft or violence in the village community?
No, there's some violence, but theft is very rare because they're afraid of magic being worked on them if they steal. But nikina horango ngaingine nanka. They say they're just here talking. The main reason they're here actually is because the man in the yellow, the older man sitting down in the deck chair, lost his one of his 3 wives a week ago. And so they're here just to sit with him, and for weeks and weeks after a death people will come and just sit with the bereaved person and seek to comfort them and encourage them.
Steve, at the funeral of his wife, that was a Muslim funeral?
Yes, it was a Muslim funeral. She was a Muslim lady, and they did the Muslim prayers and so on. Just right here actually is where it happened.
Other funerals you come across with the animistic?
Yes, some of the elder ladies are not Muslims, they're just still animists, spirit worshippers and so on, and their funerals would be completely different. Aji doho norang gungaingine doho kakan cinema nanka. Omo babu doku honjongo kakan atelengo abu kokit kijamankin afek atelengo. The ladies here are sitting cutting up lemons, which they're going to squeeze and put the lemon juice in containers and then sell the lemon juice. There's one way they can get some money here is by selling the lemon juice. It's used a lot in cooking.
Elvid Godin. Siramanam Godin. But he's really the chief of all of them.
Now, is he elected by the people, or is it something he inherits?
His father was elected, and then he inherited the present position himself.
Now, the chief, what sort of role does he have?